Who's he?
Kentman!
He's not important!
Okay. Hello, gamers and collectors. It's your boy Kentman, bringing you that JRPG and fan service content you deserve. And as you can see, we have power again, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, clap it up, clap it up. We got that good old technology back. But I do want to appreciate everyone who was giving me regards of hoping I get my power back and sticking with me for the 2 filler videos of me not being in my proper setup, even though they still turned out pretty good. I do want to appreciate everyone who did watch those videos regardless. And you know, it happened like at 3 a.m. It magically came back on. My wife woke up to it coming back on, and she woke me up to let me know. And then I just was sitting here kind of just chilling and thinking, because like when you're technology, everything gets taken away from you, even though it's there but you can't really use it. It makes you really start to think about other things around you. And as we're approaching the 10K goal, which is been a long time coming, it made me start to think about the journey leading up to this, because I've been making content not on just YouTube for almost 10 plus years, and the fact that we have finally are about to hit this huge milestone for me is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's unprecedented that we are finally about to hit that milestone. And obviously it's not going to be the end of it. It's not where the train ends. It's just a rest stop, because I got more goals and more projects and more things that I want to do further than that. Kind of just wanted to sit down and kind of talk about different parts of the content creating process I went through leading up to me right now as a fan service connoisseur that I am. And if I take you on this journey, I only have one rule. You cannot laugh. All right? You promised not to laugh. You promised, me and you had an agreement that you wouldn't laugh at my history. All right? It's a little ancient. I'm old, okay? I'm old. Most of you guys probably won't even know that YouTube even looked like this before. Back when it was a competitor to MySpace. You guys don't even know what a MySpace is. Probably. You probably heard it from your parents or whatever. But like, oh my God, look at this. This is wild. I created my YouTube channel in December 31st, 2007. Damn, that's back when YouTube was first being created, and I was mostly an AMV creator. That's pretty much what I did, because I saw, I don't know what, I think it was like a Naruto AMV, and I was like, man, that looks cool. I want to do that. So I booted up my old Windows Movie Maker and started making AMVs, and like some of them you can still see here from Ichijo's crawling. Oh my God, I mean, at first I wasn't all that good at it, but over time I started to get down and dirty with it, man. And you still can find some remnants of my AMVs on certain channels and stuff. This channel that you're watching right now, this was the start of it. It was a Ray 13 project production. I don't know why I put project and production in the same sentence. That pretty much is practically the same thing, but you know, I was dumb back then. If anyone wants to Super Smash Brothers, let me. What is this link? Oh my God, I was a dumb teenager, bro. I was a dumb teenager, but Ichigo's crawling was like my biggest hit back then, because like Bleach and Naruto and all that just came out not too long ago, so like that was the big thing. Kagome and Sakura stand in the, I don't even know what the rest of this says. Stand in the rain. Oh my God, Naruto and friends. I actually still have this video. I don't have these videos anymore. A lot of these got deleted, obviously, copyright and stuff. But this is back when YouTube didn't have a copyright system. So like they allowed you to upload anything you wanted and stuff. And it was just another time, bro. What does this sidebar say? This is my old Smash code. People, my computer is fixed. I can now make new vids. This was like reading some hieroglyphs of ancient past texts and stuff. I don't know why I chose my name as Ichigo Kurosaki. I don't know why I did that, but I mean, obviously I really love Bleach. I still do love Bleach, if you could tell. And Ichigo was like my guy, bro. That was my guy. He was everything I wanted to be at that time as a 19-year-old. And that man was like, at the time that Bleach came out, he was what, 15? So he was like a few years younger than me. I'm like, bro, he's a 15-year-old guy and he's like jacked as fuck. Actually, I do have a picture of me when I was 19. Hold on, give me a second. All right, look, again, you're not allowed to laugh, all right? You're not allowed to laugh. All right, here we go. Look at that. That's a young me. That's a young me, bro. Oh my God. The resemblance is uncanny, right? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I used to be a lot skinnier back then when I didn't get an obsession to McDonald's and stuff. But I love anime with my soul. I spell with, oh my God. My soul, I like to draw, and my favorite anime is Sonic the Hedgehog. That's not even an anime, bro. Naruto, Inuyasha, Tencho Tenge, which we talked about recently in a Fanservice pickup video, so that's true. Bleach, Trigon, Boondocks, which is kind of anime, kind of not. All right. Full Metal Panic, definitely a GOAT. DBZ, Full Metal Alchemist, and then Baki the Grappler. At this time, I was a young shonen guy. I did love the titty, but I was embarrassed to admit that I liked the titty, you know? So I was like more on the shonen side, which I still do love a lot of these animes, but a lot more fan service anime is now in my brain nowadays than it was back then. I mean, what was my subscriber count at this time, which was all the way down here? I had 46 subscribers. Oh my God. Oh my God. There was a difference between like friends and subscriptions, but then they combined them into one thing. So at the end of it, I think I had like 300 subscribers, even though they were like friends. There were like 600 friends, and then subscribers like was separate at that time, but then they combined them into one thing. Dang. That's a blast from the past. A blast from the past. So once YouTube got bought by Google, I was starting to get flagged like crazy for my videos. So I had to make a backup channel just in case my channel would get deleted off of the face of the planet. Luckily, it didn't, so we're here now. But I had backup channels, so we had Ray 13 Music, which was another backup, which I did put some stuff on here. 13 years ago? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I had my other backup, which was Ray 13 AMVs 1. Don't forget the 1, because the 1 is important. Why did I have the A capitalized, the M lowercase, the V capitalized, the Z lowercase, and just 1? What was there, another Ray 13 A capital M V's already taken? I don't even know, bro. This is my brand new channel for all my manga / comic AMVs videos only. That didn't work out. After that, I kind of rebranded to a brand new name, so like it wasn't connected to this, just because I thought YouTube could like find you in some deep coded way or whatever. So I made a second non-channel, which is called Super Legend, and then I made like a bunch of like DC and different pop culture AMVs, which are still up. I can't play them because they're copyrighted like crazy, but I did make a lot of them and they were pretty decent. I think this one and these two were like my best ones. Some of these I made after I went to college and I learned more about multimedia and graphic design and stuff. Look at this. I don't even know if I can show this. That's a little too much. Then here is one with me becoming like going to school and learning different animations. Like you can't hear it, but like the vibe of everything was just so much better. The presentation. I wish you could hear the music, because I don't know if this is like copyrighted. I don't, so I'm not gonna risk it. But like, I learned so much more tricks and tips on editing and not being afraid to try new things and stuff. So I made this one of Azula because, you know, Avatar was the hottest shit when I was in college. I know, a long time ago. At least it's like the 3rd season, the Book of Fire came out around this time. So after my AMV-ness left me, I really wanted to get into YouTube, like making actual videos and making content, and I did for a while, and I'll show those in another video from this. But after that, I started to learn more about like Sega and trying to promote Sega a lot more, and I did. Sega! My mom and dad bought it for my 4th birthday, and I loved it. Whoa, 60 years. Sega, you're old, but I still love you anyway. This is the channel of me being more into like Sega collecting and also doing anime content, a little bit of Tellier. This is when Kill Tecmo first discovered me. Y'all being just rude and petty. Why won't you talk to me? You're not friends? It's because I got a bigger boobs than you? Yeah.
Get away from me, you cow.
Haters just gonna hate. This is back at 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers. Now I do have pictures of me reaching like 8,000 subscribers and 1,000 subscribers, but unfortunately a lot of these videos don't exist anymore because I end up deleting them. I'll tell that story eventually. I guess I could tell it now. The reason why I don't have a lot of these videos anymore is mostly because I was in a dark place at this time where I was in this box of only being labeled as a Segatuber or a Sonic tuber. I wanted to do more anime content. I wanted to do more fan service content, but at the time, at that time of doing fan service content in like 2019 wasn't really that profitable at the time, you know, as it is now. And so I was like in this weird dark place where eventually I ended up deleting all my videos, which I regret now. I regret it to this day. At the time, I thought it was a good idea just to start fresh, start clean. So I deleted all these videos. All these videos I deleted them off my hard drive. I deleted them off YouTube, everything. They got Thanos snapped, and I regret it to this day. This is like one of my biggest regrets because I deleted practically my whole history of how I became today. And it's one of those things that I wish I can get back. Now, I will be releasing a video in the future that's kind of like a part 2 to this, where it's kind of like remnants clips of everything that I've done up to this point. So it won't be like in pristine condition like it was back then, but at least it'll be something. So that will definitely be coming. But as I said, this is me about 5 years ago. 2019, I was big into Sonic in Sega. That was like the main bread and butter. Atelier Ryza just came out in 2020, so that was like a big deal, and I love Atelier, as you know. Bleach is still my shit, and I was a big Hatsune Miku fan, which I still am. So that was like the main 4 pillars of my channel, unlike now where it's, you know, Atelier is still there, Simra Kagura, Neptunia, and Final Fantasy VII are like the 4 pillars of my channel at this point. But like I said, Simra Kagura and like fan service content was not a viable option at the time. Doing fan service content was a thing, but I guess more so I was more afraid to do it back then. I was afraid to be myself in this time frame. That's why I was kind of like struggling to find a balance between the things that I like to talk about versus what was working for the channel and stuff. And it was just a mix of different things that was working, you know. Like again, there was like, so you can see some remnants, like you see the best thighs and then like doing reactions, because reactions was a big deal back then. Unboxing figures is something I still do today. And just like there was just a different arc about everything here. Like a lot of these videos I can't even watch anymore, and I wish I could, as I said, but I end up deleting a lot of these videos. And I wish every day that I can get these videos back. But once something is gone off of YouTube, it is gone. I've tried many times. Some of these videos you can still watch today. These ones you can still watch on the channel. They're still some of my most popular videos back when I was a Segatuber. And I was a big Segatuber. Like I I mean, I wasn't like crazy, but I was big. Like, look at these numbers. Not to flex anything, but I was in there. I was in there as a Segatuber. I was in there. I wish I could show you more, but if I try to do it, it doesn't let me see the whole page, which is unfortunate. But you know, I'm proud. Now I can sit here proudly and say that I'm so happy of all the things that I've done, everything that I tried that led me up to this moment, and I'm very happy and confident as a content creator nowadays versus back then, where I was very still sheltered and very like non-vocal about me liking the stuff that I love. Like I was still doing me, but like at a more limitations that of state that I was at back then. And then, of course, then the VTuber art came in when VTubers became a big deal in 2020 and 2022 was like the bigger deal. So that's when I started to do VTubing, which was like one of those escapisms type of things where I wanted to meet more friends. At this point in time, I wanted to get away from Sega as much as possible because that's only what people saw me as a Segatuber or a Sonituber, and they kept putting me in this box. So I wanted to get far away from it as possible. At the end of the day, Ray Kentman is who I be. I love the journey I've led to this point, from the Array 13 project arc to the Sega collecting arc to the Kentman birth of first Kentman arc that was still doing Sega content, started to do anime content, to the Katina Star VTuber arc, to the Ray Kentman arc. I'm proud of the things that I've done. I'm proud of the accomplishments that I've achieved. I've worked with Kill Tecmo. I've worked with Sega in times. I've worked with so many people, so many things, so many friends that I've met through content creations, and I can sit here proudly and say I'm so happy I went on this journey, and I'm still going on it. It's not over. Obviously, it's not over. I still got so much more to do, so much more things to learn, so much more things that I want to do. But the fact that it all came to this moment of getting to 10K, we're still not there yet. The job's not finished, but we are so very close, and I cannot be more thankful. If you've been there from the beginning, if you came along the way, if you're here now, I appreciate every single one of you. We have become a community. I have gone through so many trials and tribulations to find who I truly am. I'm just a person that just wants to make cool content, embrace fan service, because I love fan service. It's the best type of service. I want to make a community around fan service that it's just a normal thing, just like any other thing on the planet. I want to make a safe place that no matter what you decide to do, you can do it, no matter how hard and what people may say about that thing. It's just you just enjoying the thing that you love. So I try to make a effort to put in the mindset that I make the content that I want to see. No one's making Simmer Kagura videos. No one is practically making Neptunia videos. No one was making Dead or Alive fan service videos. So I wanted to see that. So I started making it. And now I embrace it because I enjoy the content that I make and put out. And I enjoy the community that we are building here. And I just want to say thank you. That's all I can say. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. I will be releasing a second video, part 2 of this, of all the videos that I managed to find from my past history, from Sega collecting, Kitman stuff, and before I became what I am today. And I'm going to compile that into one big video so I could put it back on the channel as a way to like archive it on the channel and be proud of it. I can look back on it and be like, yes, I did that, you know? So I'm gonna definitely do that. So definitely look forward to that. Maybe next Thursday, maybe for like a throwback Thursday kind of deal, I might do that. But if you've been here since the start, probably not. At least say mostly the Sega collecting arc. Have you been here from the beginning, from the beginning of that arc all the way to now? You are a real one. I appreciate you. But I guess I can tell you what my old saying was let me remember if I remember what it is. It was, keep Sega alive and keep running fast. It was like my ending that I would have said in every one of the videos, that I would hit it with like a deuces type deal. But what we say about here nowadays is thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe for more. I appreciate every single one of you every single day. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of the year, and with your help and support, I can definitely do that. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video next time. Bye me.